All right, good morning, guys. It is November 2nd, and that means we have 2 months left in our year. Um, Kind of crazy. Never thought we'd get here, right? We've been kind of a crazy year and just a little slow year, but everything's been going well. Real estate's been awesome, and we're just trying to really finish out the year strong. I hope everybody had a great Halloween weekend, safe, and everybody is starting to get the week started. Um, One thing I wanted to start off today with, because we are the last 2 months, was really how to keep being competitive in the market. Right, we see right now offers coming in to buy are coming in like crazy for these limited listings. Right, we have such a small inventory, so every house is getting multiple offers. Um, which keeps bringing me back. How do we be more competitive? How do we get more offers accepted? How do we get our agents to keep closing deals, right? Because nothing is more frustrating than sending offers, sending offers, sending offers, but somebody else just keeps bidding us out, right? And so my one thing that I've actually done, and it's all right. I mean, it's not um a guarantee or anything, but backup offers. I want to talk a little bit about backup offers. I know a lot of people, mention them. Hey, do we do them? What's really the gist behind them, and how effective are they? Um, First and foremost, it's really is dependent on the backup offer, how well that first offer goes, right? If they're a pretty solid buyer, or if they're not. I mean, it really just depends. You never know if the house is going to come back on market, so it is kind of a gamble. The second thing with backup offers is that you do have to put money down, right? So to be a true backup offer, you need earnest money into title. And I know not every buyer can do that, but don't limit yourself and don't put it as um, a can't, right? So let's talk to our clients. Hey, if our buyer really, really, really likes the house, and he's able to put down maybe not a full 1%, but let's say we can do, a thousand or a couple thousand just as the backup earnest money fee. Yeah, we understand that we're not the first ones in the door, but hey, we'll put in a backup offer. Maybe we can squeeze it for $500. Let's put a $500 into earnest money, make it a legit backup offer, and for any reason we already have a hole in the door. We have a foot there, and we can hopefully get accepted if for some reason we can't. And in the meantime, hey, it's $500 sitting in a escrow account. It's safe. If we ever want it back, we can cancel the contract and get it back, right? While we're still searching. So while we're still searching, something else is in the background. Hey, we know that if something happens to this deal, we have one that we really liked, and let's see if we can do that more than one time, right? If we have, let's say, an extra $1,000 we can play with, try shooting two $500 backup offers, and upon execution, we can deposit another, 1,500 bucks or $1,000 to make it our true earnest money, right? That way, um, we're not shelling out a whole lot of money. Yes, we really would like to be your backup offer, but we don't have a whole lot of money to shell out if we're still searching for homes. So let's try and figure out a way, make it a smaller earnest money than usual, because we understand it as a backup offer. But in the case that we do get accepted, hey, we're under the impression that, we can add more at a later time, right? We can put that in the amount of additional earnest money later on down the line. So that's one idea. I know because I did it this past week or so. We put in a backup offer on a house. We did, I think, a little more than half of the traditional earnest money, and they accepted it. So hopefully that goes through, or I guess the first deal doesn't go through, and we can get something locked up here soon, depending, right? Because it's kind of crazy, the market right now, and how fast things are moving and how overpriced things are moving. Um, Secondly, on the seller side, so let's say you do accept a house that's contingent on an offer, and this is now. Oh, I'm gonna let Marta in real quick. So this is talking about more right of first refusals, and a lot of people are concerned and don't understand what an active RFR is. So when they see the active RFR on the MLS, they go, "What is that? What does that mean?" And yeah, what do we do with those? So as a seller, whenever you do have a buyer that is contingent upon the sale of their home, that is technically considered a right of first refusal, because in those contracts and in the addendum for the sale of your other home, it basically states that the seller is still allowed to accept another offer. So if an offer comes in while y'all are under contract and the house of the buyer still hasn't sold, then you as the seller are able to terminate that contract and accept a new contract. So whenever you guys are accepting offers that are contingent upon the sale of another home, don't put the status as a pending. It'll be as active RFR, active right of first refusal, because that seller still has the option to um to accept another offer, right guys? So whenever we are calling these agents, hey, do you guys have an offer? What kind of offer is it? If you do see an active RFR, talk to them. Hey, what's going on with the active RFR? Are y'all still accepting contracts or offers? Is this house contingent upon a sale of another house? And if it is, then great. Let's see what we can talk. Let's submit an offer. Are you guys still accepting offers? Right. So whenever you see an active RFR, it doesn't mean that the deal's done, that they've accepted the offer and it's going through. Give that agent a call. Hey, what is the deadline for the RFR? Can you kind of give me a general idea of what the price is? And let's kind of figure that out. See if we can submit a higher offer, because that seller does have the right to accept another offer, unless the buyer of that initial offer deposits a certain amount, right guys? So whenever we are accepting as the seller, we want to make sure that it's worth that amount of money. So let's say, give you a quick scenario. I have a house for, let's say, 150,000, right? It's on market 150,000. I contract it at 145,000 with a contingency that the buyer has to sell their house before they can buy mine. So I contracted at 145. I get another offer from somebody else at 150. I go, hey, great, that's 5K more. I like that deal. So I have to give notice to my current buyer. Hey, I did get a higher offer. Do you guys want to continue with this deal or not? And so the provision in there in the addendum for the right to for the contingency of the sale of another home basically states that the buyer has to deposit a certain amount of money more into earnest money to waive the seller's right to be able to then cancel and re-execute another contract. So as sellers, we want to make sure that that amount of money is kind of worth it, and it's kind of on the brink, right? So if, let's say, they only have 500 bucks, okay, we'll put in 500 bucks because we know we're going to get it back, but your seller just lost $5,000. So when giving those rights to the buyers to waive the right to be able to back out of the contract, and we get our house back in order to recontract it at a higher price, make sure that those amounts are good, right? Make it 2,500, make it 3,000, make it something that's attainable but a little bit harder to attain, because hopefully the new offer that we're going to get is higher than that, and our sellers are going to make more money on that. I hope that makes sense, and if it doesn't, please let me know. But we want to make sure that those are kind of a little bit out of reach, because we want to know, hey, if we get a higher offer on this property, we'd want to take that offer. We want to go with it, maybe, and just kind of move it from there. So right of first refusals, call them, see what's going on, what is the issue. And even if the houses are in pending or on active option, call them anyway, see what kind of offer it is, because majority of the time agents don't understand that if you are a buyer has to sell their house before they buy another one, that is considered RFR. and they just put it as active option or as pending or as things. I know you don't want to waste a whole lot of time having those conversations because we're trying to, schedule homes, make sure that our time is worth it. But if there's a house that, your clients really liked and it just got picked up, or it just went under active option, or just something that day, hey, give them a call anyway. It doesn't hurt. See what's going on. Is it contingent upon that sale? And if it is, then they are still able to accept other offers. So keep that in mind, and keep moving forward with that. It really, really is detrimental right now, just because the amount of people losing out on deals is high just because of the lack of inventory. We have zero inventory. So get those listings. Be the person at the end of the day getting to pick those offers, those multiple offers, and you looking like a rock star to your clients. The last thing, kind of, to help your clients get into the houses they want. This is a little bit more tricky, and it's going to have some conversations with your clients. You're going to have to set expectations. But in this market right now, and this is going to be kind of the end all be all, is submitting offers as is, right? Take a look at it. But in the offers, say, hey, this is not a cash offer, but this is an as is offer, obviously minus any lender required repairs, because that's something that has to be done. But really have that conversation with your client. We can still get our inspections. We can still check out the house during our option period, but just understand that there's going to be a very, very limited amount of repairs being requested, or zero, right? Have those conversations, because at the current moment, because sellers are getting multiple offers, they're not wanting to negotiate. These sellers are saying, you know what, I don't have to negotiate because I have a backup offer, or I know I have 3 other offers on the table if we go back on market. So they're being very, very, very shy about doing any repairs, and they're not getting this information until they already have those offers in hand. So if you can send in an offer that, write it in the email, or put it in the special provisions that, this is an as is sale, minus any lender required repairs, because the contract states that anyway, so you don't have to state that, but, as is sale, and see how that flies. Still do your inspections, just so you understand what you're buying, the house. And after the inspection report, if it's still a true, like, you know what, that looks a little iffy, but I'm okay to move forward with it, and go from there. I guarantee you those sellers are going to be a lot more inclined to go with you, even though you are maybe $2,000, $3,000 under value. They see that the people that are pushing the prices are more than likely are going to come back and try and negotiate their way back down. So even if you are a 5K under the next bid, but you are stating that, hey, this is as is, we're not going to be asking for any repairs. We understand it has some little issues, then, we're not going to make a big deal out of it. If the house is new enough or young enough, or just kind of been somewhat redone, in that sense, have that conversation with your client. If you really like this house, and, there's a little dings, nicks here and there, not a huge issue, but maybe let's not ask for anything, or tell them that we're not going to ask for anything, so that we can get the offer done. And that's my main thing, because a lot of people are going to gravitate to that. And if you're not going to ask for any repairs, you can shorten your option period. So maybe get a 5-day option period, and just get the inspection just to look it over. You have it. And if at the end of the day we still don't like it, and we're not wanting to move forward because there is something large and in that issue, at least you're able to be in that position to find out, and you had the house under contract. Secondly, if you're already in that spot, say, hey, I know we said it was going to be an as is, but there's a very large item that we obviously did not see when we submitted as is, and then can we renegotiate, something like that. But at least you're in the door. At least you're locked under contract. You didn't lie by any means. You said it was as is, but you're not an inspector. You didn't see if there was a large foundation or a large roof issue until you had the inspection report done. So if it's something along those lines, yeah, let's try and renegotiate, see what we can do. But if it's something small, a lot of little things that can be fixed after the fact, let's stay true to it. Stick to the as is portion, and I'm more than likely going to get a lot more offers accepted that way, guys. It's kind of crazy how how many buyers are coming to the table for these listings, and the sellers already in their mind are just, I have multiple offers, so I'm not going to even mess with repairs. So if you can set that expectation in the very beginning, I think you're going to have a more likely opportunity to get those things accepted. Yeah, so that was kind of my 3 things for today, guys. I'm gonna kind of roll off and see if anybody has any questions or any concerns for the week. Miss Leslie, if you're available, I'm gonna start with you.
I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Oops. Hello?
No. Okay, Mr. Phil, are you by chance able to talk?
I'm able to talk. Leslie was trying to speak. I could hear her, but I don't know if you can. Can you hear me?
No. Okay, and then Miss Marta, just checking up on you as well. See how everybody is.
I don't think he can hear us.
I don't think he could hear us either.
Okay, well then that's it, guys. Just feel free to give me a call at any time of the day. I'm gonna be just kind of rolling around, catching up a bit. But if y'all need me, just let me know. And oh, Phil chatted us. Let's see. You can't hear us. Oh, no, I guess I can't hear y'all. What's going on? I have y'all as sound.
I can't text, so
Oh, there we
there's
go.
no way I can text him.
I think Anna had the computer on mute. I'm sorry. Here we go.
It's okay. Good morning. No, but I don't have any questions.
No, you
I'm
don't.
just listening today. No, but good morning.
How's it going? Oh, well, Mr. Phil, how's everything? How was your weekend? How can we help?
Weekend was very busy. Had fun. Worked a lot for Halloween, which was okay, but made some good money. I was able to get my buddy into a wonderful apartment, which was fun. Over in the medical center. So I'll probably be calling you a little later about some details on that. But just working today, just kind of getting everything ready for the week so that I could prospect the rest of the week.
Good. And did the apartment complex, I know he did the online application, he put your name in. They reached out to you at all, needing any W-9s or any paperwork from the brokerage?
They have not, but he has not gotten an approval email yet either.
Okay, then perfect.
But it's also been, less than 24 hours, so I figured it'd take.
Okay, so he just okay, well, perfect. Then as soon as he does, or as soon as he gets approved, obviously he'll more than likely let you know. But then at that point, we'll go ahead and reach out to the apartment complex and just say, hey, our client, just got approved, just want to follow up on the commission.
Okay, wonderful.
Cool. And then Miss Leslie, I know you said you didn't have much, but I know you had a couple things under contract right now.
Well, I have one that's closing in 2 weeks. Well, next week actually. And I am waiting for the green light on a listing from California that I had mentioned to you about. There was the title issues, the beneficiary and so forth, but it looks like it's all getting straightened out. So I'm just waiting for them to say, okay, we're ready. And hopefully that'll happen this week.
Great.
But in regards the right now that you were talking about the rental fee, I know Anna had sent them 2 invoices. Do I need to reach out to them again and say, hey, what's going on about the,
if you want, if you don't mind just reaching out, but Anna said that she was going to also reach out to them today and try and get a status update.
Okay, well then I'll wait until Anna does it, and then if nothing happens, then I'll definitely call and see maybe if more of us do it, then they'll get there, Okay, well, sounds good. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okie dokie, guys.
All right, sounds good.
Sorry, I had the volume off. If y'all had said anything earlier, my fault. But other than that, guys, I wish y'all the very best of weeks, and I will call y'all and touch base with y'all a little bit later.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Right. Bye.
Thanks, have a great one.
Bye. Okay.